Hello, welcome back to the channel, and today we'll be doing the NFL preview for Week 3. A lot of things have happened the past 2 weeks. Obviously, as a Lions fan, it was a pretty tough game last week, but hey, we move forward, onwards and upwards. Looking at last week, I'm trying to do the quick math here. We went barely positive in anytime touchdown scores. Really good one. Shout out AR, always hitting the plus crazy ones. And for the NFL straight up, we were 4-1. 4-1. That makes us 11-2 on the year against the spread, which is really good. We can make a living off of that. So very nice that's been happening. Overall in the NFL in total, 21-16, up 5.1 units. Probably no anytime touchdown scores this week because I won't be able to tweet them out at a good enough time because I will be busy sailing this weekend. So we have a big one here. Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games this week I'm picking against the spread. Hopefully we can continue our crazy record right now. We should do the math real quick. What is that? What percentage are we dealing with right now? Against the spread, we are currently 85%, which is pretty good. First game on the slate because they're my favorite team on the NFL, and on ESPN, they're number one right there. Falcons, Lions. I got Lions minus 3.5 here. The spread's actually 3 now, which I like even more. I got the Lions here. This is a must-win game for the Detroit Lions. There's no opportunity. If you lose, we lose cabin pressure, and it's total. It is totally over. This would be the most same old Lions game of all time if they lost. Officially, SOL will be back. It was pretty SOL. It was SOL adjacent last week. It'd be all over if it happened this week. And I think that the Lions are going to work on that to stopping the run. Obviously, down a few major defensive players. Houston on the IL and C.J. Gardner-Johnson out for the year. Technically off the Lions now that he has a 1-year deal, but I think that they're going to try to hopefully extend him coming back. That'd be great. But 3 units on that play. This is a line in the sand. The Lions minus 3 for 3 units. The line in the sand. It has to be a win. It has to be a win. There's no option to not win. Up next, Titans-Browns. Ugly game, boring game. Cleveland's a 3.5-point favorite at home, over under 40, which is terrifying how low that is. I think the Browns are going to pull this one out here by really close margins, probably under a field goal, so I wouldn't even touch the spread. I mean, Titans plus 3, I guess, technically saying that one, but no pick for me. Saints-Packers, we got a pick in this game. It is the over 42.5. I like this over a lot. I think both teams are sneaky good on offense, and Green Bay's a 2-point favorite at home. Lambeau Field, 1 o'clock Fox. I think it's going to happen. I really like what I'm seeing from the Saints and both the Packers, and I think the Saints continue and go 3-0. A little bit of an upset there on Green Bay, but we're only picking the over. Another over we got is the Chargers and Vikings over 54. It's probably too high, but I don't care. Because both these teams are, don't think, just throw. Because that's what both teams do, is just run the ball up and down the field and score a ton. That is what it is. And the line is even. Vikings are at home against the Chargers. But, again, it's a pick 'em. I wouldn't touch it. It's the same two teams looking. It's a Spider-Man meme. The two teams looking at each other. Broncos, Dolphins. Yep, I have no pick on this game. Miami is a 7-point favorite at home. I would probably lean Broncos, even though they suck. It's under 7. I think, Dolphins off the 2 huge wins. I think it's going to be a little bit of a comeback to earth, but they are at home for the first time. So the home opener can go 3-0. The Dolphins, firmly leading the division. That'd be crazy. After that, we have the Patriots-Jets. Pats at Jets. Very gross game. New England's a 2.5-point favorite, over under 37. Oh, God. This is going to be, honestly, I like the under. I'm not taking anything in this game because it's gross, but I don't hate the under at all. I think the Patriots are going to go in there and have to get a win. I mean, you can't start 0-3 as the Patriots, otherwise you start to tank for Caleb Williams, which would be really cool to see Caleb Williams on the Patriots. But Jets, man, the defense is too good for them to tank, which sucks, but this would be a good one to lose. Really good game to lose. Bills-Commanders, the third to last game of the 1 o'clock slot. Last game we have a play on for the 1 o'clock slot. I really like this game. I think the Commanders are a live dog, but for that reason, you got to take the Bills. I think the Bills win this game comfortably. Commanders 2-0 at home. I think that they should win this game. I think they really could, but I have to, if you're going to take a spread, it has to be the Bills. I'm taking the Bills minus 6.5, but I think the Commanders win. Real gamblers will understand what I'm saying right now because God, I think it. I hate the game. But I have to take the Bills. It's just where I'm at. Commanders should be. Yeah, I think everyone's gonna be like, oh, look, the Commanders are really good last week. Great comeback win. Everyone kind of saw that game late last week. That crazy Hail Mary almost won. They're all gonna take the Commanders, and that's why you gotta take the Bills. The 1 o'clock game here: Texans Jags. Jags minus 10. Over under 44. I think the Jags kill them clearly, but the Texans are frisky enough where I think they could stay in the game. But again, don't want to deal with that. Colts Ravens. I don't know who's good quarterback for the Colts. If it's AR, it'd be awesome. The two best running quarterbacks in the league playing against each other. I don't know. I would take the Colts if AR is back, but we don't know right now. Baltimore minus 7.5. Over under 45 in that game. 4 o'clock game. Panthers Seahawks. Again, no play for me here. Panthers suck, but I don't. Seahawks coming home off of a big win against Detroit. They can go 2-1. Get another step forward. I don't know. They looked so bad last week, 2 weeks ago. They look good this week. Panthers look bad both weeks. I'd probably lean the under in the Seahawks, but 12.5 is the spread for the Kansas City game. They're at home against the Bears. Over under 47. Again, you can't touch this game because obviously the Bears defensive coordinator is like stepping down, maybe getting arrested, FBI, who knows, allegedly, a lot of stuff there. So don't touch this game with a 10-foot pole because everyone's going to take the Chiefs. But, if you get a double-digit underdog, you're probably going to want to take the Bears. I really want to take the Bears, but I can't. Cowboys at Cardinals. Dallas minus 12. I think people are going to easily take Dallas minus 12, but Cardinals were pretty good last week. Honestly, I know they ended up choking, and it might have been maybe intentional, people are saying, people being me. But, they had a really good first half. Josh Dobbs looked actually great. James Conner still is a very serviceable. Hollywood Brown, Marquise Brown, whatever you want to call him. He was doing good as well. But, over under 43 as well. Probably over in Cardinals. You got to take it, right? But no play for me. Last play for today, being Sunday, Steelers-Raiders over 43. I am taking the over. I like the Steelers. I think it's a must-win for the Steelers here. Sunday Night Football in Las Vegas, over under 43, 2.5-point favorites for the Raiders. I don't know if Jacoby Myers is cleared because if he's back, that's a really good 1-2 punch. But that Steelers offense was terrible, but that defense keeps them in games. And the defense scores, more importantly, which is why we have an over. Because you always get a defensive score. It's hard to not hit an over with a defensive score or a special team score. So I think we can get at least one there. So I'm going over for the over 43 for the Steelers game. I lean the Steelers. Another good Monday night. We got 2 games. I'll be able to watch both of these games, and I got to play on each one. Eagles minus 5 against the Buccaneers. Over under 46 down in Raymond James in Tampa. I got the Eagles by 5. I think that their run game is very efficient. I think the Buccaneers are kind of punching above their weight here. Kind of the same logic of the Bills game. I should be taking the Bucs, but I think the Eagles roll here, no problem. Probably very public, but the Eagles are really good, man. The Eagles are really good. And then the other Monday night game, Rams-Bengals. A lot of extracurriculars going on with someone on Twitter, with some of the fan base, our guys Darnell and RJ going at it. I think, though, that it's going to be a pretty easy win here for the Bengals. Going to have to probably do this. They have to. It's a must-win for the Bengals. I think the Rams can hang around, but I like the under 43.5 this game. I think both teams try to run the ball, and we quickly run out of the game. Because these Monday night games have been pretty ugly recently. I know the Monday night game last week, it should have gone under Steelers and Browns, but it got ugly quick, and stuff happened. So that's the card right there. Lions minus 3, over for the Packers, 42.5, over for the Vikings, 54. Bills minus 6.5, over for the Raiders Sunday night game, 43, excuse me. Bengals under 43.5, and Eagles minus 5. So there you go. That's all I got. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.